this coffee machine. It's a lot of hard work. Done most of it by brute force. But I think this last push to get open the motor could defeat us. So we found a lot of screws. We found a bit of coffee in there as well, actually, and a bit of plastics in there, some wires, and all of that. This chamber is impossible to get into. It scores 0 in terms of disassembly. There's no way to get into it. There's 2 screws, and that was it. So we had to get the hammer and just bash away. And when we'd taken the top off, we had to then take the bottom off as well. This pump took about half an hour to get to this point, and just water poured out of it. We had a lot of nitrogen, that's all the coffee that's left in here. So we had a lot of trouble actually identifying what all this is really made up of. We kind of was guessing a bit with silicon and a few other things. It almost defeated us. And then we had the second win right at the end. And thankfully I wasn't defeated by a coffee machine. This was the best tool.
This is the most frustrating thing in the world. Taking apart a convection heater. We've nearly got a bit Neanderthal on it. The casing was just cryptic, almost, in the way to try and get it all off. I think we broke one of the screwdrivers trying to do it, so I was twisting it round. So just little standardisations like that can make a big difference. Certain things like this, which kind of comprises about 10 at least constituent materials, just that won't come apart. And there's actually probably quite a lot of value in that in things like nickel and copper. So 20 elements probably. Nickel, some tin, some sodium, some chloride. We've got chromium, things like that. So I guess the supply of those is quite critical. But there's other less common metals. So yeah, supplying it quite high, but it's probably quite a cheap thing to produce. So I imagine it's not really worth anything. Yeah, I don't think it's really worth anything. At the same time, it's kind of, something that's just, in terms of like money for heat, cringy materials, this is just utter crap. Yeah. Just get double glazing, decent central heating, and using something like this.
Price per kilowatt output.
This is just gonna triple your heating bill if you've got on as a kind of genuine attempt to heat your home or space. So yeah, it's quite a difficult thing to do.
The resilience is actually quite high, because there's loads of metals in here. I would imagine that they're quite replaceable. So if there was a big problem in terms of security of supply or cost, I think Mr. Hobbs would quite easily replace a component with another material. We're not using a screwdriver.